Let me come back on. Welcome, everyone. It's another episode of Everyday Upland. If you guys see the topic, you probably wouldn't be able to hear me earlier, so I had to redo it. I forgot to put myself in the picture. Anyways, so what is happening right now in Upland? This is looking awesome. Upland right now, or not Upland, but the team leaders of the nodes are submitting the racetracks. So I've taken a look at some of them. Hopefully, I can show you here on my phone. I didn't download any of the tracks, but hopefully, let's see if you can see this. Can you? Okay, all right, you can. All right. So I'm gonna start off with this one here. Okay. So this one is a sprint track running through Woodhood Node in Sherwood Forest. Um, 50% of the props for the district. Okay. So let me show you guys this track again. Let me click on it. I don't want to show you who submitted it. You guys can see, right? So that's the track right there. This tracks looks okay. Doesn't look too bad. Um, so that's one more. I'm just gonna show you a whole bunch, and then I will continue my talk. So this is a drag strip. Hopefully you guys can see it. All right, hold on. Let's see. That's a drag strip. Okay. Okay. All right. You know what? Let me turn on the light. Sorry, I forgot to turn the light on. Maybe that will help. Let's see if that helps anymore. No, it doesn't really help. It doesn't help that much. Let me turn the light back off. Then I'll turn it back on in a second. All right. So yeah, let's. So that's one more. Another one is here. If you guys can see this one. All right. Okay, so that's another one. So that's three right there. Let's see. See a comment. Upland for life. Hey, hello. I'm good, Upland for life. How are things, man? How are things? I'm going through some of the track submissions here that they have on the Upland Race League channel in Discord, and then there is, let's just show this one. Right, here's another one. Right, start is up there. There we go. Okay. So what I've been noticing with a lot of these tracks, and um, there's nothing wrong with it. But if I recall correctly, you have to show, or you have to include a pit for a pit stop, for where the cars can go change your tires, refuel, so on and so forth. And out of the three, oh, here's another one. Here's two more actually. Here's another one. All right, that's another one right there. Okay. And here's another drag strip. Right. Okay. And show another one. Okay. This one here, I don't know why this is a track, but that's supposed to be one. It's a square track. I've never seen a square track before. You might as well have that into four drag strips. Here is another one. Hopefully, you guys can see this one clear. This, even for me, it's kind of difficult to make out because of all the icons and the logos and all the stuff over it. And then this one looks interesting. Okay, guys, it's a huge one using the bridge. All right, let's see if there's another one here. I think uh, I think that's it. All right. So what I'm noticing in a lot of these, can you hear me? Let me see. Yeah, let's see if he answers. Just give me one sec, guys. Hopefully, I've been on this for 5 minutes and nothing, and you guys can't hear me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 So what I've been noticing, a lot of these tracks aren't so bad. Um. Uh. One of them I'm a part of, and the way these guys are going about it, it's really good. I like how they're planning and thinking it out, and it's going good. The Creedmoor node track is going to be, I believe, and I could be wrong, right? I'm a little biased because I'm a part of that node, but probably be one of the top, if not the top, track in Queens. Okay, so I'm hoping that does become that number one track because that will bring a lot more attention to the node. More people will know about the node. Will probably encourage even more individuals to join. The last I checked, I didn't check right before I came on, but maybe about 5 hours ago I checked, and that node, Bell Rose, still had at least 17 properties. Three of the 17 are over 200,000, and the other 14 are under 12,000. So there's still space if people want to be a part of it. So I believe that the Creedmoor node track is going to be one of the better tracks. It covers a large area. Also, it what I noticed that it has that can be, there's two of them I noticed that can incorporate a pit stop, and the rest I don't think those guys have thought about that part of the track as yet. Some just drew outlines and hope, with them submitting those drawings, and that will be enough. But a lot of them, the others, all the ones that I showed you, I believe are missing the pitting area for cars to pit. Some of them are drag strips, so they don't need the pit area. They just need area like for grandstands and stuff like that. But out of all of them, I would say only the Woodhood one, I would give that a two, and Creedmoor I give a one when it comes to design. Both of those can incorporate the track, no problem, into the design. I think the Woodhood one's a little bit smaller. Than is smaller. Yeah, I think it is smaller than the Creedmoor. But the thing about the Creedmoor is it allows the opportunity for you to have drag strip. You could have a shorter racetrack if you want, or a longer racetrack. So it and a spot for to pit, and that's great. So I'm excited to see what these guys are gonna come up with. People are slowly making their submissions, and I'll be taking a look and keeping track of who's doing what and what's going on because if you guys got a chance to go onto Upland's website and go in the community tab and click on news, you'll see that they have this hackathon going on, right? Where you can submit ideas to better the game, right? And they already showed in that community tab under that hackathon challenge news release or press release, they showed a like a transit van that you're gonna put skins on and stuff like that. It's great. I like what they have going on right now. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of announcements being made because tomorrow is June 2nd, and what is it called? Genesis Week is not that far off. And I don't know if you guys saw when you hopped into the game today. Oh man, like the I registered to purchase some because they're going to be bringing out the ornaments, which I did say that will be a part of the game, and it's the ones that float on top of the buildings. So we'll have the opportunity to make those purchases tomorrow. And the great thing about what Upland has done is that make it possible that you can register on your phone as well as in the game. So let's just go and to the registration part. So you click on Get Upix. This comes up. You click Special, and I've already registered for all these ones here. So I didn't register for this because it was 10,000 UPX. I'm not really willing to spend that right now. I'm more trying to save towards um later on down the year when UPX sorry, not UPX, when it's Halloween time, so I can get a lot of these ornaments and stuff like that for the buildings for the Creedmoor node. These ornaments that hopefully I can get at least two, if not three, I will be putting on my various buildings that I have been building up. I have, I think, one or two built in LA, so I'm definitely putting one there. I have one built in Cleveland, so I'm putting one there, and one I'm gonna be putting in possibly Bell Harbor. You know what? As I say that, I'm gonna check to make sure that I am purchasing the right um ornaments. So this one is a ranch house, I think, right? So there's one there. So I already submitted for one for that. That's 8,000. I think this one as well is also okay. This style. Okay. All right. So I have one for that as well. So I have two properties in LA that I won't be putting on at least one of them will be getting an ornament. This is Queens. Let's see what's going on with this one. Okay, where am I? Okay, 11 days left. All right, sweet. That will be done soon so I can focus more on my Creedmoor build, Creedmoor, and get that one finished quickly. I'm just trying to find my other structure that I have in Cleveland. So I have that one too as well in Queens. Let's see, Cleveland. Oh, I got a lot of properties under construction in Queens. It just seemed, hold on one sec. Sorry, just bear with me here. Okay, so this one here in Cleveland. So I'll be putting an ornament on this one as well. All right, so I'm gonna be buying at least three ornaments. So I heard that they'll only be available during Genesis week. Are you talking about the ornaments? It popped up on my phone. Sometimes like these um oh, they will not be permanent. So then that's a waste of money. I hope it is permanent because if you're gonna spend like 10 to 15,000 upix and it's only good for that time, I don't see that because I don't know. We'll see, but I will be putting them up on my structures that I have. If they're not permanent, hopefully Upland can give me my upix back. But because they're not selling them cheap. If they're selling them cheap and said they're just temporary, then I'd understand. But I'm buying these ornaments to decorate my property, and since I have some properties in the Creedmoor node that's along the track, I will have to be decorating those properties as well. So it's something that I'm looking forward to. And if you do say that they're not permanent, then That's kind of terrible. I really don't like that idea. It would be better off if it is, because the type of money that they're requiring. And so on top of that, they have additional block explorers, which what were they called again? They're like kind of like a Terra block explorer, but the prices on these things are absolutely insane. 1,000 US dollar for Terra block explorer. These are supposed to be some special block explorers that will have some special features. I don't think they really went too much detail on what those features will be. But so Upland is coming out with a lot of block explorers. I eventually want to get some more block explorers, but I hope that Upland can. Yeah, they have the Ring Explorers and they have a Terror. It's called Terra Explorer. So that's different from the Ring Explorers. Yeah, and the Ring Explorers are not cheap. They start at 400. There's only 10 of those ones that are 400. The Terra is like there's like two block explorers, and each one of them are 1,000. I don't remember seeing how many of them that they're going to be creating, but I did see that, and I think it's great, but it would be nice if Upland could release a ton of block explorers at a little bit lower price and make it a little bit easier for people to acquire them. But I guess in turns it makes sense that they don't, because that's what retains the value for these block explorers. So guys who have a lot of upics, for example, can go and clean house and then put them in their meta venture. I'm really considering eventually at some point in this game a meta venture, because like there's going to be so many aspects a part of this game relating to racing, because you have a racing team, right? You have a team, you just like F1. It's like the same idea as F1, right? um I'm not sure if this is like the official rules, but this is what's been proposed. So it's two teams, right? Sorry, two drivers, two cars, a backup car for each driver, right? And you need transportation for these racing cars. All in all, even if you have all those things, transportation is essential. The logistics of getting car from point A to point B is something that is a meta venture, and it's something that I will myself will be looking into. I did actually um, thought about that, and or thought about in long term what I was gonna do, and those were the purchases I made in Detroit. Because what if all the cars are, say, manufactured in Detroit? Just saying, right? Just say they're manufactured there, right? If I have a business or a meta venture in Detroit and it's a logistics meta venture, my business will be busy transporting all these vehicles to all the different cities and getting them delivered, right? And also, um, I don't know if this is going to be a part of Meta Ventures, but the rental and leasing of properties. So that's going to be another thing where that would have to be set up so that individuals could rent from whoever, like how we put them up for sale. You can put your properties up for rent, and then someone could come into that Meta Venture, for example, see your property available, and then they'll rent it out for the weekend, because they have a race that weekend, and that could be another meta venture. So there's so many ways that you could look at what's happening. This is why I've always said I was very excited about Genesis Week, and as the days get closer, more announcements are being made, more things are coming out, and there's more stuff in Discord that I'm finding and looking into. And all in all, like I said, it's very exciting. It's something I'm looking forward to, and Yeah, well, it's gonna be like the leasing part side of it, as I believe it's gonna be more of to you who own, like for example, say there is, I don't know, a racetrack that goes through Neponsit, Bell Harbor, and what's the other one down there? Bell Harbor, Rockaway. Just saying, right? Say there's a long drag strip that goes through all three of these neighborhoods, right? So, like you, Upland for Life having three or four properties here, or I think you said you had nine the last time. You could lease out all nine of your properties or eight of your properties and leave one for yourself for all the people that are a part of the race or the drag race. So it's not a bad idea to have properties all over the game, especially to have properties in the areas where they're going to be racetracks. That's where it matters the most, I believe. Okay, you have 15 now. See, so there you go. So now you have a chance of having um a way of earning extra upex in the game because of the amount of properties that you have down there, right? So you can't go wrong with loading up on these properties, because at least you'll be able to make some money, additional upics off of having your properties. And if because I don't see any meta ventures here in Queens as yet. I'm not like all over the map, but I don't see anything here as yet. So maybe no one has really applied for one, but that's an idea for you there, Upland for Life, because it's more than possible to do that, because there's nothing here on this strip. You'd probably be the only meta venture, and a lot of the people that own property here will support your business because they're already going to be down here looking to buy stuff. So at the end of it, like, look, there's nothing, right? All of this here. There's nothing all along the bottom here. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of great stuff coming. I'm really liking the track submissions and what people have. What do you mean, kind of? Sorry, I missed when you sent me that message. What exactly do you mean? Are they planning on implementing this? The tracks or the leasing and rental of properties to other uplanders and stuff like that. But if that's what you're talking about, the leasing and rental, I believe that is coming into the game. Because they did say in their AMA that you don't necessarily need a structure to park a car on the property. So if Oh, the leasing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you don't necessarily need a structure on the property for to lease it or rent it out to somebody. You just need the property. So yeah, that is something that definitely will be a part of the game because of the racing leagues. So it's something that you should consider when joining a node. Is my node have a track? Do they have any future ambitions of setting up something like that? And what the team structure is like. How is it going to be? How's it going to work? How is it going to work if I'm doing well? Will I get paid? How will it all work? All those things. This is why I say, like, the Creedmoor node. These guys have thought of every aspect of racing. Like, there's one guy, Vince. He's been on this channel here. He's doing a lot when it comes to the whole racing and getting all of that set up and stuff like that. So he's even it's crazy, like he's so focused on getting this track done, everything pertaining to the Creedmoor node and the track. um he's making a huge sacrifice in what he's doing. So when you see people are willing to make sacrifices to take care of their node and make sure their node is top notch, you're in something good, right? And that's how I feel about the Creedmoor node. I will check out other nodes and other track submissions that the other nodes are planning to do. And oh yeah, how can I forget? Shout out to Wolf Warner. He submitted a track as well. Wolf, you gotta find a spot for a pit. His is driving around Addersley Park, I think it's called. That's the name of it. Like just because his track is around that area. It's a great historical area. You have a lot of building to do there because I know you have a lot of property. I don't know if you have a Discord or what, but if you have a way to get in touch with a lot of the guys that own properties in the neighborhoods you're in, you got to get in touch with them, and you guys work on getting your racetrack and your team and everything all set up. So I don't know if you've done that. I've never really asked you because I didn't know that you were going to submit a track. But now that I see that you have, whenever you do come on, I will ask you some questions about it. Hopefully, you have the time and you can maybe come up or something live or whatever is comfortable for you, or just do it on the chat or whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be great. So yeah, Upland for life, man. Get in where you can. Be a part of a node. I would love it if you join me in the Creedmoor node. You know how they're doing it, the crooked buildings. They will be getting it's a Halloween it's a Halloween themed node. So when Halloween time comes, so that's the main event. Okay, so when Halloween time comes, they'll be having races by then, but hopefully they can have everything set up. So that's why I said they're doing it from now. Like they got like 4 months, 5 months. So we're in June, July, August, September, October. So 4 months, right? End of October. So say 4 months they have to get this all set up and going. And I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. I'm loving all what I'm seeing so far. Just oh, let's see. I know you probably want to be in on the node, like where the node is, but Bell Rose is minting out really well. So you don't necessarily have to buy one in the node because um it's all bought up. The whole racetrack is all bought up, and these guys are going to not go cheap. I'm not trying to make them look bad in any way, but these prices. Let me check for you right now. So there's already one with a structure on it, 79,000. Okay, not cheap. 99,200. Right, here's another one with a structure on it, 99,000. 1 million. Right, so it's going to be quite difficult to get. Let's see down here. Yeah, see, so they're all pretty high, so it's going to be hard, but you don't have to necessarily be a part of this node here. But there's other properties. I think I showed them yesterday. I was in the area yesterday of where they were that were yet to be minted. And here you go. Here they are. So here's one here, and it's still pretty low. There's two here, right? I did see a cheaper one than that. Just give me a sec, see if I can find it. Maybe over here. See, there's a whole bunch right here, right? I did see, maybe someone bought it. I don't know. I'm going a little bit. Oops. Yeah, three. Three oh eight, 8305, 87. There's another one here, 9. This is probably the same. That's 10. There is one for 7, but you'd have to look on Upixland for that one. I don't remember exactly, or is this it here? Oh, that's an FSA. So those are not that far, right? They are, maybe it's right here. Yeah, there we go. That's 10. Okay, never mind. 9, 8, 7. Yeah, just check Upixland. I did recall seeing one for 7. So this is probably gonna be the same. Right, you could start there and get in because the Belrose is pretty much minted out. Pretty much. There's only a small handful of non FSA properties remaining. There's still a ton of FSAs remaining. But over here in the node, there's no FSAs remaining. All of them are bought up. Okay. So let's see this one here. This is probably an FSA. Yeah. Yeah. So the node ends right here, 87th Ave. So maybe you could try and find like an FSA like this one and get in for 9 if you want, or mint, which I would suggest you mint because you can get some over here for 8. Where am I? Let me check the chat. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you'll be able to find some there for that price if you're interested. No rush. I'm not trying to pressure you or anything. It's just that this 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 neighborhood has grown a hell of a lot since I first bought here. I had these 3 properties for a very long time, and I was watching it, and I just kind of said, "Oh, I'll just buy these 3 because I have a feeling." And then I stumbled on the Creedmoor node, and then as time went on, people just were just buying up this place. It was just amazing to see, like just buying it up. Like, look at this. This is nice. All right, just buying this up. So then once I noticed that, before I even did a video, I was gonna do a video about it that day, but I said, nah. If I do a video on this, I probably won't be able to buy any of the structures that I want or any of the properties that I want to buy. So I just said, no, I'm not saying nothing. And I bought 5 additional properties. And none of them are close to the node here, but it doesn't matter. I believe because of this node here, because look, it's a huge part. It's literally in the center of Belrose. So the fact that it's in the center is the reason I believe why the growth is so much in this neighborhood, right? So the growth and the price, everything. Once this is minted out, right? And by I believe by October 31st, when Halloween and the first race in the Creedmoor node happens, the price for the properties here, I believe, will possibly double. That's how much I believe in what is happening here in this neighborhood. This, to me, is one of the top neighborhoods, one of the top spots right now in Queens. I'm only saying that because I'm a part of it. I have checked out, actually, I think there's only one other node. Actually, no, there's this one here. So Hollis, yeah, there's a little node right here. I think yeah, there's a little node right here. These guys are trying to do something here, but it's only from 102nd Ave to 104th Ave. So it's a tiny part of it, right on the border too. So that I don't know what's gonna happen there. I don't know if they're gonna be doing a racetrack or what, or they gotta try and do something over here. I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what these all these track submissions look like. what the racing tracks look like, what the block explorer looks like, what the cars look like, just everything as a whole. So June 6th is that week, anyways, is when everything's gonna be happening. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to let me to talk about, or yeah, yeah, I'm pumped and ready for the races to start, right? But what one thing I'm not sure about, I don't know if this Upland Racing League is by Upland, or is it members of Upland, the game, came together and created this? Because there's nodes from different cities, right? Are that have made submissions. So I'm assuming it's probably by Upland, or it could be by just the people who play the game, which I think is awesome because there's at least, like I showed you, about 4 or 5 track submissions. So if this can keep happening, that would be great. Like we need one in LA. I don't know if they did one in LA. We definitely need one in New Orleans. San Francisco would be crazy, because of all the node, the real popular node that's there. I think it's Puttage Park or something. I don't know. That's a good question, but I do believe, because right now there's at least 2 submissions for Queen or from Queens. Okay, so you have the let me go the Creedmoor track, and not too far from it, you have the Adeslane track. Wolf Warner submitted something on that one as well. So, okay, so I gotta put some there. So yeah, so there's going to be multiple tracks, which is good. That's really good. I do want it to be a minimum of like 3 tracks in each city. Why? Being a part of the logistics side of things, that will be the business in one of the businesses in Queens is getting all these vehicles from track to track. And who knows if there is 3 or 4 teams, say there's 16 drivers per track or per node, that would make it amazing with the amount of racing. And like, I think race they should do it like how all these race events are held. You have the Friday qualifying, or the test run of the track. You got then yeah, the Friday test run, the Friday time trials. Then Saturday you have the three not time trials, but qualifying. So you have people do three different qualifies to qualify, and so on and so forth, and the best and the fastest speedster on the track gets obviously the number one spot, and then races on Sunday. That would be awesome. Sundays, I think that would be okay. I don't know. I would have to really and truly look at my schedule first, but it would be good if that is done. And hopefully, I know everyone has a lot of the people in this game have different. Yeah, yeah, they will bring tuning. I think that's where the block explorer comes in. I don't know if you'd be tuning your vehicle, but you definitely be tuning your block explorer. And this is why, like, they're bringing out some new block explorers, I would assume, for racing, because you're going to be needing block explorers that can be upgraded and updated, because the more you practice with your block explorer, the better they get at those tracks. and that will increase your chances of winning. So tuning is definitely going to be a part of the game. Um, all I think all things racing. Maybe someone could have a parts shop where you can get all the things you need to tune your vehicles. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited about it. I don't necessarily want the summer to just run off really fast so we can get back to the winter, but I'm looking forward to the winter and upland and racing and all of that. But I do hope that more tracks are submitted for each city, and I'm suggesting at least three tracks. Three, three tracks, okay? At least three tracks per city. That would make the circuit massive, okay? If people are having tours or seasons, three tracks, you could pick the best two, right? Or you pick the best one, but at least you have something to select from. When you have one or two tracks, you're just kind of like, oh, okay, that's all I got. Then I guess that's what I have to work with. That's what I believe it should be at least three tracks minimum, and then the best ones get picked for the season. And if every city, every neighborhood, not every neighborhood, but most neighborhoods can do that, then that would be awesome to submit a track and let it go. Because this game is stepping up a notch. A lot of things are coming. A lot of new skins, a lot of stuff, a lot. Like I don't really want to say too much until I see more information on these things. But for now, Upland is looking good. Upland is making that move to step up a notch and bring more eyes to the game, hopefully, which will bring more people into the game. And for us guys who are a part of these neighborhoods that are minted out, we are the ones who are going to benefit the most. Yeah, I think there's three categories. Um, there's like say a car for drag racing. You have semi race and probably just a standard race car, right? So there's at least three different categories that are being suggested right now of the type of cars that are coming out. So Upland did say that all vehicles will be raceable. So it may be more than just the three. It may be more than the three properties. So it's something that I'm looking forward to. And like I said, just have to wait and see what is released and what they can and what other announcements are being made, and we just go from there. So, but anyways, up left for life. That's it for me tonight. I'm tired. My eyes are sore. I want to sleep so bad right now. So I'm gonna have to end it there. Thank you as always, man, for coming in and supporting. Thank you for being interactive in this episode. As always, you're always a part of my community, and I'm happy to have you in my community. And everyone else, thank you guys. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment as well, letting me know if you like it. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you think I can change or what I could work on. Yeah, and that's it, man. Yes, I will be getting some sleep, man. I'm tired. Like a long day at work, and then I have my kids to deal with, and then after they are in bed for sleeping for school, then I get a chance to come down here and put in an episode, and I do it every day, man. And I love it. I enjoy every second of it. All right, that's it for me. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching another episode of Everyday Upland. I'll see you soon. Night.